Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. How are you doing? How are you doing this beautiful Thursday? And how has your day been? All right. My day has been good so far, and the weather today is fair, is 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me know how the day is going with you and how the weather is in your location. So, guys, how are you doing? Yeah, I have to ask every day because oftentimes we don't get to hear that, or people ask us how we are doing. People assume we are doing okay, not making the attempt to ask us how we are doing. So, how are you doing? You that is watching me today, how are you doing? I hope you are doing okay. All right, so I have this interesting topic to discuss today. Don't forget to join in the conversation as you come in. We'll be talking about Nigerian social media influencers and the case of Nedu Wazobia, who is also a Nigerian on-air personality, a media person, and also a veteran in terms of influencing. You can call Nedu a veteran in terms of influencing. So we'll be talking about the I wouldn't say it was shade he threw because he was talking based on what actually happened. He did not call anybody's name. I believe most of us, especially those following Nigerian pop culture, would have heard the story. It was all over the media. Him talking about how he walked into two big influencers having a threesome with his friend. Okay, so he made that utterance in an interview in their podcast, which is now a new sensation in Lagos, Nigeria. And he did not mention the name of the people involved because of privacy and all of that. But people came out for Nedu himself for ever saying that. So we'll be talking all about that, and I'll be also reading some of the comments that relate to this matter. As you come into this live stream, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you have a community post, a community page, don't forget to share this video as well. Let's have more people and diverse opinion in the discussion. Thank you guys for joining me today. Welcome once again to Oyoyo's World. All right, spice it up with Onwadia. Hello, welcome, beautiful. Gift Onoha. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope your day has been going well and you are doing great. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. So why am I making this something to discuss about? Why am I talking about Nedu's calling out influencers? Why is it important to discuss? Yeah, it is very important for us to discuss because these so-called social media influencers, Instagram influencers, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you can name it, they are beginning to do, or rather, they've been doing so much that young people are now beginning to be influenced with their behavior and the character. And they're beginning to form role models to a lot of young kids and young girls, young boys out there. So it is important for us to talk about it because it's like is influencing other people's behavior, other people's character, is affecting our young folks, the way they think, the way they reason, and the way they perceive that things should be. Hard work oftentimes pays a great deal. And social media is a new money, if I'll put it that way, because it has come to stay and is not going anywhere. A lot of people have been making a lot of money from social media, being an influencer and all of that, while a lot of people as well are using social media influencing as a front to their means of income. So some people are using social media as a front to their means of income, hiding the real source of income, and then deceiving young fellows that look up to them as a role model. That, yeah, because we work so hard on social media, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. And that's why we can afford to go to a party and spray somebody a large sum of 1 million naira on events because we are making it on social media influencing. So now Nedu is opening up based on what, what he's based on fact that he witnessed, what he knows, and people are calling him out forever saying that. So welcome, Spice. Welcome, 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 all of you. Thank you guys for being here. And if you're watching me from Facebook, thank you so much, my Facebook buddies. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to share this live stream on your page so that others can as well participate. And don't forget to bring in your own A game. Let's discuss this matter. Opinions are welcome. Let's see what we can, arrive at the end of the day. At least we are making an impact, talking about societal issues and how we can better the lot of our fellow citizens and ourselves as well. So if you're watching from Facebook, don't forget to share this video. Thank you already. Yeah, some people on Facebook are sharing already. Thank you for sharing this video on Facebook. I don't even know what I would do without my amazing Facebook friends and Facebook fans. You guys are simply wonderful. God bless you guys real good. And don't forget to contribute when the discussion heats up. All right. Somebody will say, oh, yeah, why are you talking about this? Is it a big deal to talk about? I tell you, it's a big deal to talk about. Why is it a big deal? The Instagram influencers are now role models. Yeah, they are role models to young folks. They are now contributing to how our young folks think, how they reason, what they want to become. Because oftentimes you hear them, I want to be like Tacha. Tacha is an influencer in Port Harcourt. I want to be like Mercy Eke. Mercy Eke was a Big Brother winner, a Pepper Dem Gang, and now she's an influencer. I want to be like Alex Unusual. I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. Young folks no longer look up to their parents as their role model. Rather, they look up to the social media influencers as their role model. And it's beginning to also affect their own life because of the way they see things. They think, yeah, once you have a smartphone and you come on Instagram, your millions will start rolling. So we'll be talking about that. And when the millions are not rolling, they will begin to question, what is it that these people are doing that I'm not doing? What are they doing differently that I'm not doing? Are we not in the same industry? Are we not in the same business? How come they are making all this money and I'm here not making the money as well? Last year, a young Nollywood actress made a very concerning video. I'm wondering my light. Okay, let me see. She made a very concerning video last year crying out that she has put in so much effort, or rather she's putting so much effort in the film industry, and she's not seeing result. All she sees and hears, her colleague, this one bought this car, this one built this house for her mother, for her father, and she is always on set with these people. Is it not the same money that they pay her that they pay these people? How come they are making so much money and she is still not seeing anything? That she's now beginning to wonder that all these things people are flaunting on social media, they are not even telling their followers or their fans the real source of their income. So we'll be talking about that as well. All right, back to the conversation. Why was Nedu Wazobia called out? Why was he called out? Who called him out? And what exactly did he say that made someone to call him out? Let's get into the discussion. Thank you guys for joining me today. All right, so I'm going to pick up that particular information where Nedu was called out today so we can all deliberate about it. So if you see me looking down, I'm trying to pick up my Instagram for us to get into the conversation. All right. So where is it? Okay, I got it now. All right. So Nedu was called out today because he said this. I'm going to play it a little bit. Hopefully you will hear me. Okay?
And then we relate with these people. We know, as he knows, that most of them, Baba, not just film them they do. And chairman, I've worked in once on some of your influencers and celebrities. Two of them, I don't tell you this thing personally. I walked in with two of them having a threesome with somebody that I know.
All right. I believe you guys had it. Thank you, True Crime with Vanessa. Thank you for coming here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I shake my head anytime I see them throwing money around at events. Where are they getting these cash from? That is a very honest question to ask, and anybody that works so hard, sweat for your money, will ask the same question. So I just played a clip of what Nedu said. Nedu said that she has walked in on those big influencers in Lagos. They live in Lagos. He was very precise. Influencers from Lagos. He walked into them in Abuja, in Sheraton Hotels. Is it Sheraton or Nuga? I think Sheraton Hotels, Abuja. She walked into them having, in the other room with two ladies at the same time with Nedu's friend. As if that was not enough, he also went on to say again that
he's my friend. I don't even know, you know the person. I don't even know say the person put them there. Mm-hmm. This same person don't okay, need to have fun now. Give me this girl, go big brother. Oh Jesus, I shouldn't have mentioned that. Well, I don't talk him anyway. Fuck it. Make I just talk to her. He gave her 3 million. To just talk to her. Just to talk to her. 3 million. He never see pints. He never see pints. That's a smart lady, right? She was in Lagos. He's in Abuja. No, my guy is a giver. 3 million he dropped. The day he wiped that girl, he gave her almost $15,000.
One. You guys had the conversation. So he even went to the extent of giving some clue about one of the influencers. And this one happened to be a former Big Brother housemate that his guy was asking for her number. So the guy gave the lady 3 million naira just to collect her number. And the day the guy wiped the girl, now $15,000. Let me do the math for you guys to understand how these ladies make their money. $15,000. If we times it by 720, that is 10.8 million naira, okay, for wiping. So basically what these people do, they use their money to get money. They use their body to make money, okay? That's basically what it is, okay? You use your body to make money. So if somebody is asking for your number, it's like stopping Ashi for baby. I don't want to believe there are still people that stand on the road these days, because social media has made it so close that people now get to meet without anybody knowing what they do. Some people will call them runs girls. Some people will call them, hook up. But what people do these days, they use their body to make money, and they will come to social media, throwing those money at parties and taking rides in yachts. And then the young folks that look up to them as role model will be there bothering themselves that they are not making that kind of money, the same kind of money that these role models of theirs are making. Thank you, Sam Kendelim, all the way from Munich, Germany. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much for being here. Me, for one, I don't like watching them. All right. Watching, I don't know who they're not actually, most of them are not into acting. So they call themselves social media influencers, and the kind of money they claim they make from influencing. Nedu, who happens to be somebody from the inside, Nedu is an insider, is now throwing it out there for bloggers to hear, for people to know that all these people you're calling celebrity, this and big influencer, they are not just making those money from influencing, okay? So he said it there and he came under attack. BBN female housemates are all very rich overnight. Of course, now, overnight richness now, quick money. Quick money. What are they influencing? Of course, they're influencing their body now. What else would they be influencing? Let me drink water, please. This place is airtight. All right. What are they influencing? What are they really influencing? In all honesty, what are they influencing? So when Nedu made that interview in their podcast, it did not go down well with a lot of people in Nigeria, especially influencers. They were not happy that a veteran, like we all know, Nedu was also influence. In fact, they started influence. Now, remember those days he was doing that his Aboki drama. I don't know if he still does the Aboki drama. He was also influencing for product. He was influencing for companies. So the person came and attacked Nedu, and that person is no other than um a PR manager. Okay, I'm trying to get his message as well so that we can all dissect it together. So the PR guy came today to say his name is official Sam Olatunji One. If you check him out on Instagram, he's a PR manager. He's also into real estate and all of that. So he wrote, I really don't get the point Nedu is trying to make. Bro, you just tore the credibility of the industry to shred. You just imply that when we see our favorite female influencers doing well, we shouldn't think they got there by being credible. We should all believe that they are sleeping with your rich friends or some other people's rich friends. How come you didn't see the female influencers making money legitimately when you were once on top? We were once top of the influencer list. Who were you sleeping with? That was the question he asked Nedu. It did not end there. So he continued, with your unguarded statement, you have just thrown majority of the female influencers under the bus. You have laid many on the path to start thinking, analyzing, and speculating. I am not about the credibility of your story. Many have posted you are capping. I am more about you pulling down the whole industry, especially women, just to make a point and get the click. You are not even man enough to stand up for the girls. That is shade being thrown there. And he went on to say, I'm not saying that they are holy. They got dragged into this mess you created. As an elder in the industry, as a leader with platforms, you should be standing up for the industry rather than tearing it down. We cannot blame blogs for speculating or mentioning names when an elder like you is already firing from all cylinders because you want a comeback. Note before, this year I have sorted a deal for influencers that is almost 20 million. All right. So this guy came defending the female influencers, calling out Nedu that some of the female influencers that Nedu cannot stand, is not man enough to stand up to them. But the thing is this, truth be told, if you put a male influencer and a female influencer, side by side, you find out that the female influencer is making more money than the male influencer. You could say it's because of maybe she got the body or whatever. No, forget about get the contract they sign. How about the things that we don't get to see, the things that go under the secret closed doors? There are so many. I'm still wondering. My light is making me look very okay. I'm adjusting to my light, guys. Forgive me. So the thing is that you cannot even measure the truth about the whole thing. And for Nedu, who is already in the industry speaking, he's speaking with facts. No matter how this guy tried to shut him down, Nedu got those facts. And if they push him further, he might start calling names. Okay? People should know, in as much as you're trying to do a damage control, don't ignite the fire. Don't push somebody to say, you know what? I have receipt and I'm going to mention names. It's going to boomerang on those people that we are still thinking they did their deed in the dark. So this guy coming to talk about it and the kind of names he mentioned here, which I'll be reading further in this discussion, to me, those people are not even influencers. Okay, so we're going to get that, but before then, let me read some comment as well. People don't like hearing the truth at all times. activities are glaring. Absolutely. Credibility indeed. Make them pack well. Only the ladies and agege boys are making it big in the industry. Agege boys, oh. Ha, Spicy, you're so correct on this one. You're so correct. Thank you, Pama from Facebook. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to join the conversation. Also, share us on your Facebook so that others can contribute their quota in this discussion. A trending gist with Octavia Cora said, host, but female influencer are more, maybe they make more than the male influencer. Yeah. If they talk too much, names will start flying. Oh, he didn't even call names. Absolutely. Money Move Record TV. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your presence today, ladies and gentlemen. See, when I say don't push somebody, you understand, the person might react. I said it. In fact, for the past few live streams I've done so far, that has been one statement I've continuously, made in my live stream. And I'm saying it again today. You're trying to defend somebody. Don't push the person to say more. I said it about Alex Okubo. When the sister, Ifeoma Okubo, came to talk about Alex not being gay, doesn't run in the family, I said that damage control did more harm than good. You don't push people, because if you push people, they might react and it might boomerang for you or for the person you're trying to defend. I said it about Diana and Da Sylvia's case. Don't push people. When the commenters were mentioning, calling this lady all manner of names, boom, she dropped a 1 hour video. And then people now saw reasons. So this guy should be careful how he pushed the acceleration. Don't push so much, because if you accelerate so high, it's going to turn the other way. Anyways, thank you so much. Yay, I'm so beautiful. I'm blushing. Yeah. Thank you so much. Host, I'm saying that they get more jobs more than the male counterpart. Yeah, you can say that, but we're gonna get to that. You can say that. And I'll also be dropping my link. If you have something very sizzling to contribute to this conversation, please jump into the link and say your mind. Let's deliberate on this topic. How do they get more jobs? Trending gist. That is another good question Spice is asking today. How do they get more jobs? Do they use what they have to get the job? We all know when I mean what they have. You can use the fact that you're a woman, we should equal some things here. We can't just be saying it out in case YT decided to be funny with this video. So, all right. So this guy went on calling names. I'm going to read further. He said, few years ago, I reviewed contract of an influencer that was largely Yoruba speaking, worth 12 million. That is one. He made mention of the person. I'm Lizzie J. This year, I am Yvonne Jegede, already made millions. This year, Tony Abraham, Funke Akinlede, already made hundreds of millions. The point is that this guy is not even getting this right. Funke Akindele is no longer just an influencer. Funke is in real estate. Funke is a movie maker, not only actor. She makes movies. She makes box office movies. And Tony Abraham is a movie maker. She makes box office movies. So you shouldn't put them in this your defense in terms of defending the influencer. And the one that really got me like, what is this guy talking about? Even called Linda Ikeji in his conversation. He went on writing that this year I called Kiki. We all know Kiki that recently put to bed. She's also a social media personality. She's a content creator, a digital creator, and also influencer. So he said that Kiki, I had a deal of 10 million for Kiki, but Kiki was asking for 15 million. So maybe they did not close. Then this year, Linda Ikeji sold her film to Netflix for millions. Linda Ikeji is not an influencer. Take Linda out of it. If you had called Linda a blogger, a media personality, or a businesswoman, I can understand. So the names you're calling here, do not make sense. If you really want to defend somebody and call influencer, I would have loved to see the name of Messi, Eke, Thatcher, and all those influencers that we know into this, not calling Linda Ikeji. Linda Ikeji is an entrepreneur, so put her where she belongs. And then he went on talking about Rogue TV, how they gave red cameras, worth 10 million each to a lot of people this year. Rogue TV is not an influencer. What is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? What happened to the influencers? You're calling entrepreneurs, you're calling business owners, calling them in defense of your influencer. Oga, try. Get influencer's name on the list, then we can hear what you're saying. All right, so the name mentioned are no longer influencers or actors alone. These ladies, they have paid their dues in the industry. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so my link is down. Trending gist, you're saying female things to advertise. Okay, trending gist, if you have point to say today, the link is down. Come air your opinion. I would like us to go pari passu on this and see how we can discuss this issue today. So based on this defense, a lot of people came. The comment is actually the more interesting these days. Comment sections are more interesting these days if you look at it. This particular write-up got over 2,107 comments on Linda Ikeji's post. A lot of them were like, Oga, so Nedu should not say what he knows, right? Are you trying to shut him up? A lot of people were clapping for the guy that he said well in defense of the influencers. So one said, you just the cap nonsense. Why did you not mention names of the ones buying cars, building houses without legitimate business? Abi na you sabi, abi you know sabi them. Did Edu call out any particular individual they played there? Exactly what I said. Nedu did not call anybody's name, and you came attacking him. Attack him the more, put more fire so that the names will roll out. And then when the names roll out, we'll come here to talk about it. All right. All these small girls with big gods in big BBN and those selling hair online. Trending gist. Let me be very sincere here. You say they make a lot of money from advertisement. AJ, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your presence. We are discussing social media influencing, how they are making so much money. And then one of them, who is also an influencer and a media personality, came to throw some light into how they make the so-called millions from influencing. Maybe the guy doesn't understand what and who is an influencer. The guy has no clue about who is an influencer. You're calling captain of industries that they are influencers. No. They are not. Funke Akindele, Linda Ikeji, Tony Abraham, those are employers. You don't call them influencers. They are still doing advertisement for people, but those are not the people Nedu was referring to. So if you want to come for defense, Oga, try. Do a better job next time. So why am I saying do a better job next time? Bring name of influencers, then you see how they would have shredded them into pieces. Bring their name out, their names, bring them out. Don't bring entrepreneurs into your defense. Those are not influencers. Don't join them. If you had said Laura Ikeji, influencer, I would have understood saying Linda. Laura is an influencer, that I can understand. Toke Makinwa, Messi, Eke, Thatcher, Alex Unusual, those are influencers. Okay, Ifunanda, okay, is also an influencer. I don't know these new Big Brother Niger people that came out, Fiana, is it Lacrosse or whatever? I don't know them. So I'm sorry, I will not be saying much of their names here. Thank you, Estelle family, for joining me today. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. I really appreciate. Why am I saying this? I believe not only me, these people do a lot just to be on social media. I'm going to be breaking it down for us to understand. When Bobrisky started calling himself as an influencer, Bobrisky will go and hire gold jewelries to wear, to take pictures, make videos to oppress his opponent, you understand, all in the name of influencing. And a lot of time, in fact, they've actually taken him to court, not once, not twice. Vendors have taken him to court that he will borrow those things that he was buying, he doesn't pay, and then they'll be asking for their products, they will not get money, they will not get, they've taken him to court several, and those are the influencers. Bobrisky is now an influencer. He sells wig on social media, and he claimed to sell other things on social media. At the end of the day, they take him to court. Then, and also Bobrisky has been called out when he had issues with his best friend Tonto Dike for renting money to come and spray on parties. So they will go to BDC, Bureau de Change people, rent thousands of naira to come and spray, after which they will return back the money to the BDC. And it will take, but instead of Bobrisky to return the next day, it might take him 4 or 5 days to go and collect the money from who he spread the money to, and then return back. Why do you have to go through that extent? Because you want to make an impression on social media. Why do you have to? This my light is bothering me, guys. I hope I got it right now. Why do you have to go to that extent? You go and rent money, pay money to the BDC person to give you several thousands of naira. Then after spraying it at the party, you go back to the person you spray the money and be asking, I will never count the money finished now. Bring back my money so that I go and return to Malam. Why do you have to go to that extent to be able to make a point that you belong? Who are you belonging to? What message are you passing to the young people following you? So when Nedu called out those people, was I surprised? No, I was not surprised. I was born and raised in Nigeria, so I can be able to tell you things that go on, or rather go on in there. I can be able to say that. The happenings in Nigeria, I can be able to say that. So when Nedu said that, was I surprised? Nada. I wasn't surprised. Does it happen? Oh, 110%. It does happen. It's still happening right now that I'm talking? Yes. Will it still happen tomorrow? Absolutely yes. So the guy that came to calling him out and defending the influencers with entrepreneurs, you did not do a good job. Try next time, bring the influencers and see the impression people have about these people. The next thing they will tell you, they bought a G-Wagon, worth $120-something thousand. Because you are influencing on wig, you're buying a car worth $124,000. Right? No, let's do the math together and see if equation is actually balancing. Let's do the math together. And then the other time, this other guy, still on Nedu's podcast, another guy, if I can remember his name, if I can remember the guy's name, I would definitely put it here. Let me see if I can get the guy's name. It was a few days ago he spoke as well. I want to get his name and for you guys to hear. Full video. Okay, is it what's this? Kunle? Yeah, Nollywood actor Kunle. Kunle is his name. Kunle also talked about when he was in UI, how somebody came to approach him that for you to make it big and start driving Mercedes Benz the next day, you have to bend the nyash down. If you understand, you understand. And Kunle was like, after the guy finished, painting the beautiful picture of how beautiful his life will be once he bent the nyash down, that why do you think they did not select you for Guinness Gouda Ultimate Search or something like that? Is because you have not paid your dues. And to pay your dues, you have to bend the nyash down. So the guy left him with some oil and a candle, that he should dip the candle in the oil and then use it to open up the space. Then he will send him guys. That once he pays his dues, he will see Mercedes-Benz the next day. This is just people coming out to tell you their experiences, telling you what they went through and what is happening in industry. And Kunle did not stop there. Kunle talked about how this person will come to shoot him with a big vehicle, a big car. And he will say that, wait a minute. I am the lead role in this movie. Lead role gets paid the biggest of money, right? He's the lead role. And maybe he's coming with his Toyota. and somebody is driving in with a G-Wagon, and the person is not even close to lead row. Where are all this money coming from? Where? The next thing they will say, people are tearing women down. No. The reason why we are talking about this thing, and we'll continue to talk about it, because a lot of young people are looking up to them as role model. And to any young person listening to my voice this day, know this and know peace, that your mother in your home should be your role model. That's your mother in your house that put food on your table, that your father that pays your school fees should be your role model. Don't go and borrow somebody on the internet, somebody on social media that you can't even account for their source of income as role model. You want to be like them, you want to belong. If they tell you the kind of waters they've gone into, the kind of rivers they've passed through to get to where what you're seeing, you might be shocked. All right. Thank you. Getting it right. We talk. Olivia, thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Mary Queen Longman, thank you. Longest time, sis. Thank you for being here. Estelle, fake life too much for our Nigeria street. Estelle, now you get them finished. Fake life too much. Fake life too much. Thank you guys for being here. Wow, someone said that. Yeah, what's his name? It's Kunle. The podcast is Honest Bunch. And guess what, guys? Yule Doche just finished his own podcast today. So by tomorrow, we'll be getting the gist. So he said in his own intro, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot to say. So this Honest Bunch is actually where they review a lot of things, say the truth, because the truth can set a lot of people free. I do have a guest today, the one and only, the beautiful Spice It Up with Onwadia, the Omalicha of the spicing up in the other room, whose mission is to get us to do the right thing with our man,
They have kind of title because let's start killing cow for this title. Oh dear. Hello, beautiful host. Hello, everyone in the chat. Olivia, Estelle, Trending Gist. Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all. Thank you so much for having me. I've been laughing at the background here. You know when I started laughing? When Kule talked about the bending over. When I watched that video, I busted out laughing.
Honestly.
I said it. I said it that only the small influencers and their gay bread sellers in Lagos are making it big. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You see, this table, Nedu, is shaking. Nedu forgot that this table has only one leg before he starts shaking the table. A lot. Forgot that this table has only one leg. Oh, am I replaying?
No, go ahead. I was looking for Kule's message. Go ahead.
Okay. I wish you would get it and play it. Honestly, it's hilarious. It's crazy. How come the guys in the industry, aside the Agege sellers, how come they are not making it, building houses, traveling around the world, splashing money at parties? Just
I have the message now. I have that coolest message. So for anybody doubting this, what we share here in our platforms will come with facts, okay? And that's what we do. So I'm going to be playing coolest story.
And tells me I should, because it says I'm a virgin, I should put the candle in the oil as lubricant and make it go through. After he will now come, check it, and then from there, he will now connect me. I should tell him my first month I'll be driving the Benz.
So you guys heard him.
I got into the industry.
That was Kule. I'm going to play it full.
It can guide you into the entertainment industry. So I'm like, oh, okay. I got there. This nigga starts to call out names, starts to talk, say, why do I think they didn't select me for the ultimate search? It's because I've not paid my due. This nigga sells this whole fruity shit to me. in a big way that I'm just there, like, he paints this whole picture like, if you don't bend that ass over, you don't go make it, bro. You know when they see they talk to you, they look and say, this guy comes downstairs with a candle and a jar of oil and tells me I should, because he says I'm a virgin, I should put the candle in the oil as lubricant and make it go through. Then after, he will now come, check it, and then from there, he will now connect me. I should tell him my first month I'll be driving the Benz.
All right. So guys, you guys had this was a guy also talking his own experience. So when we say about this influencing and all of them driving big Benz, we know what we are talking about. Mommy Fechi, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So Holt, continue, please.
I say, what a way to disvirgin the guys. We know how they disvirgin women, but for the guys, I have now learned that this is one way to disvirgin the guys also. Get a candle, get enough oil, and then, push it in there to disvirgin them. You see the nonsense going on in the industry. When I have been in the industry, but I didn't really stay up to 10 years. I think I spent just 6-7 years in the industry. And my first few years in the industry was nothing but frustration. When I say frustration, I mean real frustration. Like sometimes there are jobs we do and they don't pay us for that job. They don't pay. They tell you they are giving you a platform that you have to pay your dues. Are we talking about the actors? Are we talking about the producers that want to bring you to the executive producers? Are we talking about the producers that want to send you to the directors? Are we talking about the PAs that want to link you up with the producers? Like, it is a mess. It's a mess. You have to pay your due. And for you to pay your dues, you have to sacrifice your money. You also have to submit yourself. I got so frustrated doing free jobs that I stopped working. I stopped going for any audition. I stopped acting. Even the small attachere role, the wakapas that they are giving to you, you have to pay for it so they can project you. In fact, what helped me was I now got connected with someone who was looking for a producer, somebody who can help him produce his jobs. He has the money. And that was my saving point. So since then, I started producing my own jobs. He brings the money, I produce, and I also present. I started creating my own jobs, presenting, doing cooking shows, sitcoms, and other novellas. Like, seriously, the industry is so frustrating that you either bend over or you submit yourself. And this is nothing but the truth. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. I know there are a lot of women working hard who are pushing so hard. They are doing their best. But trust me, how many percent?
Yes.
How many percent? They tell you have to pay your due. Plainly, you have to pay your dues. And the question is, what does it take to pay your dues? You know it already.
How is it even paid? The dues, how is it even paid?
Yeah, how do you pay your dues? You pay your dues with your body. You pay your dues with money. I've gone to a job that I spent my own money, took a flight to Owerri. Paid my flight, paid my hotel bookings for 4 days, only for me to get there. And this person is still requesting that I pay for that job that I don't even know how much you're going to pay me. I was so frustrated. On the 4th day, I left Owerri and I flew back to Abuja. Because what this person wanted was for me to, without the job, I paid, as in, I flew myself to Owerri, paid my hotel bills for how many days. I was still waiting for the producer to come. And the person is asking me to wire money first before he will come, and then we just like, see, they sent me script before I left. Show me the location. Who is the director? Where are the other crew members? There was nobody. Nobody. Just other actors, actors lodge, where actors come around. They usually have their hotels and their lodge places where actors come around, producers come there. So I only met people outside. One lady now called me and said, "Sister, I have seen you here for 4 days now, 3 days now. Let me tell you the truth. A lot of people you see here are not working for any job." Because I called her, I said, "Look, I came here for so job, and up till now, I'm yet to see the person that is, the owner of this job. I have my script. I showed her and she said, let me tell you the truth. There is nothing like this. This is how they scam people. This script you're holding, there is no job. They've given it to a lot of other actors.
Wow.
I was furious. Or is it the jobs that you will go, you do a job for 1 whole month and you are not getting paid for that job?
Wow.
See, I can count how many times they have collected my money. You will work, you bring your costume, you pay your hotel bills, you will do everything with your money, and after the job, you are not getting paid. So where are these ladies getting these big jobs for? Somebody said in the comment section that a lady that her only role in the movie is to go and serve the Igwe kola nut is already flaunting a big house. Is it the money you pay for that? Is it, how much did they pay you to serve Igwe kola nut in that Asaba movie?
That is it.
How much did they pay you? You see them at events, you see them spray money, you see them pouring champagne. But during their birthday, go to any of their birthdays and see how much money they waste there. You'll be asking yourself, is this not the same person we did a job together with? This person, we did this job together now. Where are they getting their money from? So we see this table Nedu is shaking. He go pull so many people down. See that this is their podcast. I am waiting for you, Ledochie's own. That one, I'm very, very interested in that one.
Honestly, I can't.
He's ready to steal.
Yeah, he's ready to talk. So hopefully we'll get you Ledochie's part of the story because he has never spoken. And Trending G is also into fashion. She does modeling and she had a good experience as well with Nigerian industry when it comes to fashion. So guys, the person that you heard talking is Spice It Up with Onwadia. She was into Nigerian movie industry and then eventually she went from acting to producing. So she knows what she's talking about because she's talking from experience. So I don't know, now that Spice is talking about her experience, I should now come and write my own to criticize her and tell her to shut the hell up. What is she talking? Instead of her to promote the acting industry, movie industry, she's here talking about the fake roles they give people, how they make people people will share their experience. From their experiences, others will learn. So now Nedu is talking. A lot of people are not happy. Spicy has been talking about her own. Trending Gist has something to say. It is high time people open up so that the young fellows thinking that their role models are all saints should stop making them role models and rethink. Go back and make your mother your role model. Make your father your role model. At least those ones, you know, when they wake up in the morning, the kind of job they do, and you know how much they bring home to pay your school fees. You can be able to say categorically, my mother is a teacher. And at the end of the day, this is what she brings them. This is how she's been taken. You know what goes on in that. And not somebody that might go to Dubai to chop somebody's poop and then come back with thousands of dollars. And then you make the person your role model because of what they front on social media. Let that
host, you see on that Dubai own, don't even go to that Dubai own. You see our actors, our female actors traveling to Dubai all the time. They are going there showing, uploading videos of their trips in Dubai. The nonsense they go to Dubai to do. If they give you money as you are seated now, this huge amount of money, you will throw up. You will puke. The pressure they put on the young ones and the upcoming ones is annoying. They are mounting unnecessary pressure on young folks, especially those who think that these things are real. Those who look up to them and believe they are working so hard. These are nothing but fake lives. Fake lives and fakeness, nothing more. So I like that Nedu is bringing this out and they are breaking the table.
Honestly, I am.
He who is guilty will hide his face, and if you are not guilty, you won't. If you are not involved, you won't feel guilty.
Absolutely. And you know, this guy is pushing Nedu with that write-up with over, though people in the comment section came after him that he should just keep quiet. Nedu is talking from experience and people should speak up. The reason why we are speaking up is because of these so-called young folks claiming that those people are their role model. And the next thing you see them do, they will start selling wig and tell you they are making all the money from wig. Kunle said it in his own interview. Okay, you're driving a G-Wagon. You said you're an actress. You are an influencer. You sell wig. How much is the whole consignment of your wig. How much?
Ask me.
How much? Do
Ask
you know a
me.
brand new G-Wagon is about $124,000? Some people will say they are not buying the brand new one. The dented, the one that is accidented, there was I think it was about end of last month that somebody was asking for a dented car. I had to give the person, our dealer here, to buy. They got the car, they sent me the picture. Dented, accidented, the front is already bashed. And it was going for $38,000. The car is
Imagine
already
that.
dented. It's not brand new. And the person wanted to buy it for his own personal car in Nigeria so that he will go and fix it. That is still a lot cheaper than buying from Nigeria. So these vehicles, all these people are rolling out to this, to the casting venues, are not small vehicle, and they are using it to oppress the young people that came into the movie industry. Last year, Trending Gist did a video about a young Nigerian Nollywood actor, Asaba actor, that made a video crying on her social media, on her YouTube video channel. She came telling you about her experience, how she has worked so hard, and she's not seeing this money all these people are seeing. So she's beginning to ask, is something wrong with her? She was even thinking of that she was suicidal at the time, because you put in so much, you're not getting to the measure of what your colleagues are coming up with, not knowing that these people are making their money from other means that they're not proud of sharing. Because if they are proud of it, when they are doing the threesome and the foursome and the sevensome, they will be making videos as well as they're doing. Oh yes, we have gathered. Oh, this is how we are making the money. They are not proud of it. You are laughing at me. But
did I hear sevensome? I didn't know it has been upgraded.
20 some, all of them. Honestly, they should be making videos as well, posting on Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to Sheraton right now. I'm going there to meet influencer BCD. We are having it on with this dude. They won't show you that part. They will show you the part when the money has hit their bank account. They will come and buy those beautiful things to let you know that, yeah, we are living the life, soft life gang, this gang and all of that. But they're
Hustle
not
hard.
telling you.
Hustle hard.
Yeah,
We
hustle
hustle
hard,
hard
work
and
harder.
party hard.
Work harder, yeah. They're not telling you the things they do behind closed doors. So please, any young folks looking up to these people as a role model, stop it from this day. If you need a role model, that your mother is your role model, that your father is your role model. Start rethinking so that you put the right energy to working hard and looking on to God to bless your hard work. The Bible says, I will bless the work of your hands. Work hard. Do not aspire to be like somebody that you don't know where the person is coming from. Do not. All right, I'm gonna welcome some people. So yes,
okay.
Please.
Okay, go ahead. Welcome them.
All right, Mountain of Inspiration, thank you for being here. True Mamle, thank you for being here. Getting it right with Olivia. Mary Queen Longman says she wasn't feeling well, but thank God she's feeling a lot better. Our prayers will be up for you. You feel better. We'll want you back to the streets so that we'll continue to enjoy your videos. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better today to have come out on social media. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah. So Trending Gist, remember your story? Yeah, you said you felt so sad, so sorry for the girl, and then a long throat they kill people. Yeah, greed is nothing but greed. When you're not contented with what you have, or what you're earning, you want to be who you are not. You want to build a house for your mother, for your father. You want to buy 20 cars. Cars are not investment. Cars depreciate. They don't add value. They depreciate as the time goes on. The value loses. But when you're making all of those coming to social media to oppress the young folks, thinking that you're living the life, think again on how you can come out with being honest when you want to approach your fans. Be honest with them. We have seen a lot of them celebrating that they built houses for their parents and all of that. We understand that. We are happy as they celebrate, remembering their parents. taking them out from poverty and all of that. But when you want to come and talk to your followers as the motivational speaker that you have become, also tell them the source of your income. Don't tell them hustle hard as though they are not working hard enough. They are working hard. Life is a process. The jewelries that we crave for, the diamonds, the gold, they came out from mud. They came out dirty. And it takes a lot of washing and then heating it up, refining it for it to be that diamond that you flaunt. Life is not bed of roses. You just come today, you are making it tomorrow. Imagine an actress that is her role on a movie just to serve kola nuts to the Igwe. Tomorrow, that actress is flaunting a house. I just bought a house. What have you done to buy the house? What? What have you done? I think we should be able to look inwardly and ask ourselves some honest questions. All these people do, how come these other folks are not making it the much from this same career these people are into? How come that is just these few people making it? How come? Ask those questions and then think again. Maybe there are other sources of income they cannot display here on social media. Ask yourself question. Nedu is speaking his mind, he's speaking his experience and all of that, and they should allow him to talk. Kunle came on that podcast and shared his own story, how he was a lead role in a movie and others are pulling in with all those big. He said it's not just small car, it's machine. Then he started thinking again, second guessing himself. Am I not working hard enough? This is Kunle. I get most of those major roles. And still, these people are
young people who don't even get up to that role are flaunting big cars. Tell me why he wouldn't question himself. The same set, the same, you know the jobs they do. You can count how many jobs they have done. Yet they tell you that they are being paid. You remember the story of that guy last year? That guy that was arrested, one criminal, one kidnapper that was arrested late last year. He came on Instagram and was flaunting money just a few days before he was arrested. After they collected ransom, from one of their victims, he came on social media and they started flaunting it. 2 days later, this guy was arrested. Lo and behold, that money, that particular cash he was flaunting was the ransom, his own part that was paid to him from the kidnapping activity. So people don't know. When you see them flaunting money you see them flaunting money on social media, you think, they tell you that. What did that guy post? He said, work hard, hustle hard, and enjoy. Hustle hard. Mounting pressures on young guys that are trying their best. If not this hustling, bricklayers will be making the most. To hustle. Wheelbarrow pushers. Those who are into menial jobs will be making much money. It's not about the working hard. What kind of work, what kind of job, what kind of hustling are these people doing?
That is the truth. And
somebody is selling hair on Instagram. On Instagram, hair, this same hair that you and I buy, we know how much profit is in this hair. And then she's driving a G-Wagon. She's building a house. She's traveling to Dubai all the time. This same hair. Mom, maybe ma begin say hair, not that one.
Ooh, all right. Trending G said something here. She said, host, they can't say, when some of them are eating shit just to come and show up. Trending G, that's what we are talking about here. Honestly, that's what we are talking about here. Sincerely speaking, people are doing a whole lot. People are doing a whole lot just to make this money. And then tomorrow somebody will say, more money is not the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. AA, thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much. And greed is the biggest problem they have. Greed is the biggest problem. You're not contented with what you have. That Bayelsan guy's story that came on social media flaunting dollars and then telling his followers to work hard, hustle hard, he pays, not knowing that he was ever going to be caught. He was part of a kidnapping deal.
gang that was
He paid
arrested.
his
Yeah.
own, I think he paid $40,000 or whatever. I don't know how much he got. He came on social media on Instagram, flaunting it, telling people that are his followers that they should work harder. Few days down the line, this guy was caught by the police, Nigerian police, and he was on his knees begging for forgiveness. You can understand
That
it.
they should forgive him. He has a newborn baby. The wife just put to bed.
All that glitters isn't gold. People should always remember that. And don't be carried away with what you see on social media. Those are not their true lives. What you see on social media, if you're living your life based on social media, you're on a very long thing, and recovery is going to be very long for you. Try to be contented with what you have. Try. If you have a job, thank God you have a job. Appreciate that job. Put in your best. And then find other means of you can make income. You can start doing business online. You can go to social media and start doing something. Don't rely on anybody to do giveaway until you get money. Don't see them as the queens and kings they make themselves to be. No, don't. The last time something like this came up, one of the Nollywood persons, I think she's also from Abuja. This one is Abuja. She was under this freeze saying yes, that what they were saying about how these people are making money is true. Come and see how the Abuja people, the likes of Uche Elonto or whatever, she came to defend her colleagues, that a lot of them are lucky that people dash them money. Somebody might see what you're doing on the screen and like and dash you money. Then a lot of them get gifts and all of that. She was just talking, they were attacking this young Nollywood. Spice, since they do this piece, how many people don't dash you have?
Abi, now you go to do giveaway. Host,
Abi, how many people don't dash you house? Talk now.
You don't see the house. Look at the house now. They actually dashed me this house in Brazil.
And you've been telling women and men on how to be kind to each other. You've been trying to help families to be better,
and they're not dashing me house.
And they're not dashing you house. No, it be like, is it that you're not beautiful enough for them to see you?
No, I'm not. Do I have the backside? Can I twerk?
Let's be honest.
Let's even talk about the ex-BB housemates that are always claiming that their fans are giving them money and cars. So you see ex-BB, somebody that was evicted the first or second season. I don't even watch BB Nigeria, so I don't even know how they do it. But I see them saying that their fans contributed money and they gave them 10 million naira, bought a car for them, built a house for them. I'm like, wait, seriously? You left Big Brother Nigeria, you were evicted from the house, and then fans gather and they dash you 10 million, 20 million, only you won.
And the fans that are buying this thing, some of them no get cow.
My sister.
Because when they were presenting those things, I was looking at some of their videos, and some of them now transport they take come.
They use bus charter then come.
Who is deceiving who now? Who? People should just be careful and appreciate honest means of income. Just like AA said here. AA, thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much. Any hard-earned money is not flaunted. Millionaires don't show off. Wham.
Completely
true. Completely true. The last time I checked, when Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, when he came to Nigeria and they were doing that work they did, he was just on his Target store t-shirt. Target t-shirt are within a good $18 to $22. You can get a good t-shirt from Target. So if you convert $18 to $22, it's still nothing. But those people working with Mark, they were wearing a polo t-shirt. They were wearing suits. And then when you go to buy polo here, a good polo could be around $80 to $150 per t-shirt. And this is the man that has millions of businesses around him. Thank you so much, Pat. Thank you for coming here. Thank you. He says nothing but the truth. I come in peace. Oh, Pat, don't chook in own mouth. Pat also is also in the industry. Her husband is a producer. So Pat said, Edu said nothing but the truth. She come in peace. You can see.
Thank you,
So guys,
Pat.
you can see the credibility of what Edu is. Edu said the right thing. Onwadia confirmed because she was also in the industry. Pat just came in to chip in her 2 cents, saying that what the guy said is true. And male fitness trending gist with Octavia, who also was in Nigerian modeling industry, said of the fact that that statement is correct. All right. Pat said this January just come out with plenty violence, so more revelation coming. You see, more are coming. Kunle just finished interview with them. If you really want to listen to Kunle's interviews on you, Linda AKG as well. We are giving them shout out while they're not giving us shout out. He's also on Wazobia Nedu's Instagram as well. Kunle said a lot, and a lot are coming on. I just pray they don't push Nedu to start pointing fingers and calling their names. I really hope they will not push him to that extent. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much. Then what lesson are we learning from all of this? What are we telling our young folks? Are we telling our young folks not to take something from social media so seriously? Yes, I am of that opinion that the life you see on Instagram are not the real life. You know, back in the day, during COVID, when we were all, locked at home, I started asking my sister, I say, wait, you people are crying that there is so much hunger in the land. But when I go to Instagram, I don't see the hunger on Instagram. I see beautiful pictures. My sister said, I never forget now. She said it in Igbo, now Amadowa, George. Amadowa. I said, what do you mean? She said that you will not understand that some of these people will go to boutique and try clothes on, take pictures, and then return the clothes without buying them and post it on Instagram.
They go in pair. They don't go alone. As a lady, you're going to the boutique, you go with your friend. Your friend will hold cameras. You're testing, you enter, you pose. You say you just want to see how the cloth looks on you. And then your friend will take pictures. You remove the cloth, even wigs. When you pull them off, you move and you upload on Instagram.
Wow. What
you upload on Instagram.
What a fake life. Pat said, just keep giving them shout out. One day you will be big and small YouTubers will give you shout out to Abio. Social media will give you BP. No, follow them. Bam. You just said it right. So young folks, all these people you're calling there was a time they dragged Destiny Tico. How Destiny Tico was making her money. How one sugar daddy was funding her account and all of that. They drag her. She tried to show how many times she has acted the number of movies she has acted. No matter the number of movies these people act, I don't think they pay them $10 million or 10 million naira per role.
Do you know the budget of some of these movies? Especially these Asaba movies where the Destiny Chico and the rest of them. Remember that they're no longer selling on Webaro. They're no longer selling in CDs. They are selling on YouTube. So as an executive producer, can an executive producer in Nigeria now spend more than 50 million to 100 million in Asaba movie? The answer is no. Capital no. Big no. I'm not talking about dollars, naira. So do you think they pay each of them, these female actors, more than 1 million? Somebody was saying they pay her 5 million. I'm like, what kind of movie is that? Asaba movie, they pay you 5 million for one movie. Are you the only actor in the movie? No location? I mean, okay, they don't have budget. They're only paying you. It's not possible unless you're shooting a cinema movie or a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
As one who can say, okay, they pay some people 2 million, 5 million. But this same Asaba movie that is saturated everywhere, then they sell on YouTube.
They release the
per episode, 10,000 naira. Per episode, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 30,000 per episode.
AJ is saying Nedu should just mention name, let everybody rest. No, he should not mention name, because
AJ, I'm with you. I didn't sign for. Like I said, I didn't subscribe for peace this year. I pray that Nedu will begin. In fact, somebody should push Nedu to the wall. I want him to turn back and yes.
No, no,
We
no, no.
we
They
don't.
should not mention name. He should not mention him. I pray they don't push him further because there is a way they will come after him. He's going to start calling names. And then those people will now come on social media to defend themselves. Remember when IVD story was up? They now said
Mhm.
Lakey girls. They started calling Messieke, call this person, call this person. And because they said IVD had a HIV, all of them ran to hospital. They
To go
are
and
doing
do test.
HIV, they're posting their results online. So
Yeah.
please, Nedu should not call name because it's not gonna go down well with history when those names are released. They should not call names at all. The thing is this, we are not saying there are women that are not hardworking. We know everybody, even the bricklayers are hardworking. People are doing the best they could to make ends meet. But they should know that not everybody flaunting on the internet is flaunting something from their income. And again, in terms of all those people spraying money at the parties, if they did not rent those money, if you really worked hard for that money, right?
You
If you
won't
work
plant it.
extremely hard for that money, you will not come there to be spraying it the way they spray. So it's either somebody is busy fueling the tank behind closed doors so that you can be able to, you tell the person that you have a party to attend, or that your best friend is having a party and you want to go there and show off, that you need like 500,000 as spray money, and the guy go wire you 1 million naira to go and spray and then buy your own outfit for the party. And then they will be spraying those money. The young folks following them might be thinking, oh, they are making so much money in the movie industry. That's why they can afford to spray this amount of money. If you're thinking like that, please stop. They are not making so much money from the movie industry. How they are making money now is they will go back and open a YouTube channel. If they upload their videos, they will put it on YouTube channel. And because they know Nigerian Nollywood movies sell, they are going to get income from it. So don't think it's those roles they are playing in movies that is making them to. And then again, those people that have the right to the movie are the producers. They have the right to the movie. So most of the actors and actresses, they can't even have a movie by themselves that they will put in social media.
They
So
don't. They
if you
don't.
want to live your life based on what you see on Instagram, you're getting it all wrong. Instagram is not the reality. There are some pictures people posted in the past. They will post Instagram picture and post their reality. Instagram, they will Photoshop it, do the curve, do everything to get the hourglass shape. But when you see their reality, it's the opposite. All right. Thank you, Globe Barry. Nigeria is always about to keep quiet, don't talk, and that is why evil is on the rise every day and spreading like wildfire.
So true.
I
So
agree with
true.
I
You
agree
see,
with
hostel, why I feel so sad about this whole thing is the unnecessary pressure being mounted on the young folks. You see a young guy doing so well, managing himself, suddenly will want to get himself involved in Yahoo Plus because
yeah.
of the pressure, all the things he's seeing online. And unfortunately, social media has come to stay. There is nothing we can do about it. So this is
Wow.
where most people spend all their day. And what we watch, what we see, have direct effect on on us mentally. If
Yes.
you keep seeing, these other young guys, your age mates, you graduated together, it's not as if the person is better off than you. You keep seeing them flaunting money, and then it's the same thing you're doing with time. You give in to that pressure. And that is why we are saying this. We are making this live stream. Do not give in to pressure. Keep talking to your young ones. If you have younger siblings at home, talk to
Mm-hmm.
them. Keep encouraging them. I call my brothers from time to time and I encourage them. I say, don't look at what is happening. Please, I beg you. No matter what, because I'm always afraid now. With the rate of influence this social media is having on young people, I call my siblings from time to time and I just encourage them. Do your best. Do not let anybody put you under unnecessary pressure. You are doing your best. Do your best and leave the rest to God.
Mm-hmm.
Do your best, but please remember your name. Remember where you came from. Remember that money is not everything. Money is good, but it's not everything. Your peace of mind, your freedom matters most. If you do anything, if you commit any crime, now your freedom will be taken away from you. If you break down, we don't have good mental hospitals. It's not even free. The good ones we have are not even free. So who is going to pay for the services? Don't give in to pressure. Just do your best. If you know you can't stand certain things on social media, you get off there, which is what I do these days. So do not give in. Talk to your younger ones. Talk to your loved ones that you know are struggling. Encourage them. Those ones you know they are trying their best. They are struggling. Encourage them from time to time so that they will not give in. The pressure is too much. Believe me, the pressure is high. It's either they join Yahoo Plus, they go start eating poo-poo. I've seen videos of young guys who will sit down in the middle of the road and they are eating bread and poo just to make money. Bread and poo just to make money. Or are we talking about those that are already running mad on the streets?
Yeah. Running mad in the street. You know, those ones running mad, I saw them, I was like, maybe they smoke Igbo, maybe they did all of those, maybe it was weed that made them go crazy. Some people said no, that it wasn't weed, that they will do something to them in terms of rituals. They will tell them, for you to make money you have to run mad, and they will agree.
Yes, you have to run mad for some days. Maybe some they will tell them 24 hours. You run mad for 24 hours or 3 days or 1 week, depending. I saw a trending video of a young guy that said they gave him 7 years, and the amount they promised him is how many billion, and he's ready to enjoy that money. He doesn't care if he dies in 7 years.
Wow.
And this guy is just 23 years, if I'm not mistaken, 23 years. So he said when he will die when he's 30, but he doesn't mind. But he's saying it now so everybody knows that he's ready to enjoy his life till he's 30. Tell me, 30, very young, and then you've already made transaction with your soul.
With your soul.
For how much?
And he was very comfortable to live for 7 years, and then that's it.
Yes, that's it. After 7 years. So sometimes after when it's time for them to renew these promises or whatever it is and they don't do it, they will take them or take any of their loved ones. These things are real. They're happening. Yahoo Plus, all these scammers. Which other one? Hook up due to pressure. Or is it the women, the young females on social media that are busy doing hookups to left, right, and center?
No, the hookup thing, I think, is now everywhere on the internet too. That's the one they're doing. They will tell you they are doing matchmaking for marriage. It's not matchmaking anything. They are looking for Golan. They are looking for Ekus. It's not matchmaking anything.
Matchmaking or hookup.
It's not.
Forget this thing. This madam thing is online now. There's nothing like matchmaking there. What they are doing there is pure hookup. They hook ladies up with some big guys or with some guys, that give them money online.
Wow.
Just connect and go do the work.
For joining me today, Professor Lifestyle, my very beautiful one. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Didi on Court. This is the first time I'm seeing Didi on my live stream. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate your presence. I do value you guys. Professor is as shocked as anything hearing what we are talking about. She said, like, what? Disgusting. Really? That is the fact of life. If you go to Facebook and hear what people are doing and see what they are saying just to make money, you find out that this thing they call end time, maybe this is end time. I really don't know how to explain it, but it's happening. Look at the story of the Akwakoko on social media. People are trooping in there to make money, to do to make money. I don't even know where to start, honestly. I don't even know where to start. But I am happy that Nedu is speaking up. Coming from somebody in the industry, somebody who knows these people, is a good thing. And I'm happy they granted that interview to Kule. Kule is one of the people I love to, see their faces on Nigerian screen, especially when they have all those Netflix related movies. Kule is one person I love to watch. I don't know his last name, but the interview is also on Linda Ikeji. You go there and hear his own experience as a young student in the University of Ibadan, how somebody approached him and sold that relics to him that if he agrees to bend his nyash, he will be riding Mercedes Benz in 1 month. Just for you to imagine, university age, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you're in the university. At that young age, they're already doing what? Recruiting members to get into this folk of agege lifestyle at that young age. So if your child is, or your brother or your sister is not being careful, is going to be influenced by all these things they see, people flaunting money. Some people, like the likes of Bobrisky, they will go and rent money from BDC to come and flaunt on parties, spray on parties. You go back and start looking for how to collect the money to pay a BDC person. Why the fake life? Why? And our young folks, do not look up to these people as your role model. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. If you cannot look at your mother on the face and say, Mom, you know what? I love you. You are what I look up to. Your energy, your tenacity, you making sure that we eat food every day, the hard work you put in. You inspire me. If your mother or your father cannot inspire you, then you need to go back and re-examine your brain. If it's a stranger that went to Big Brother and showed herself in Big Brother and came out and then flaunting money overnight, became a billionaire or a millionaire, that is your role model, you're making a big mistake. That is my word to the young people out there. I cannot say this enough. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate all of you. And Spice is opening her eyes more because she was in the industry. She has her own experience, and telling you all those people claiming that they are being paid 20 million for movies, that we should forget about that. Those are not true. How much is Nigerian movie budget? That is the question you ask yourself. Any movie in Nigeria that is not a box office movie, that do not go to cinema, those they do post on YouTube as about movies, how many of them can boast of huge budgets? I don't even know. So we'll continue to talk. We'll continue to lend our voices. Hopefully, people are definitely going to pick a thing or two and run with it. And any young person, we are saying the fact. Do not be influenced by what you see on social media, especially what you see on Instagram. People do a whole lot to make money on Instagram. So, host, what do you think if about that letter, the comment that guy made? What do you think? Telling Nedu that Nedu cannot stand up to those female, telling Nedu to shut up and defend the industry rather than saying what he said.
Those are the people I will call boy. Those are the people getting money from these celebrities. This person asking Nedu to shut up knows the truth. But of course, because they get favors from these people, they can't open their mouth to say anything. They know the favors they get. Because when it gets to the ladies, the guys rush to the ladies to get their own percentage. Sometimes these guys are the ones that help the ladies walk the way. And they get their cut. So that's why this guy is talking. He knows Nedu is saying the truth. But of course, Nedu is someone that doesn't fear anyone, so he will keep talking. Absolutely. This guy is just trying to cover up. He knows this is nothing but the truth in the industry. It's the reality we face. It is the reality in the industry. It's not just in the movie industry, but in the music industry.
Yes.
So as far as entertainment is concerned, this is the reality on ground. So that guy is just talking. He's just trying to, okay, see what he said, that instead of standing up as a man to defend, to protect them, the industry, you are exposing them. Like, he knows this is the truth, but hey, you shouldn't say anything.
Keep quiet.
It's none of your business. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. It's none of your business. I mean, stand up for the ladies, protect them, protect their integrity. What integrity is even there to protect?
And they were misleading the young folks that are following them as my role model, as this person's role model. They were misleading.
See the comment section in the on Instagram. Go and see the comment section. See a lot of young folks are saying Nedu should keep quiet. It's none of his business. Whatever the ladies choose to do with their lives is none of his business.
Imagine.
Hmm?
Imagine.
And
Imagine.
another thing I want to say here is parents, our parents. I don't know how we got to this point. I don't know how we got to this point where women, young folks, not just women, both the ladies and the guys, you know your child is in the industry. Okay, I mean, okay, let's say the parent don't even know how much they are being paid, but at least you can understand that this thing, there's no much money there, and then suddenly she comes home with a big car. You start dancing, praising God, singing, throwing your rapper everywhere. You
Yeah.
call your neighbors, call everybody. Your daughter bought
Mm-hmm.
a big car. She just entered the movie industry. How many months ago? She's already buying a big car.
Mm-hmm.
2 years later, she's coming to build you a house.
Mm-hmm.
So children are the ones actually building houses for their parents these days now.
That's what it is.
The competition now is house building. That's the
Yeah,
competition right now.
if they are doing that with honest or legitimate income, I will applaud them for that. We have a YouTuber here that narrated how much they suffered, how they sold Mary J. Black. I made a live stream about it, and then she has over 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, and her videos are viral videos because she makes ugly women look perfect, photo ready, picture ready, beautiful.
Yeah.
So she always has viral videos. If her video is not going viral, that means it's 30 views. She has millions of views in that her channel. So she's making money from YouTube. And remember, they are being paid in dollars. She eventually
Yeah.
saved money enough to build a house. We applaud those, okay? We applaud those. But when you look at that particular lady's lifestyle, she's not choking anything on anybody's face. Yeah, this is it. She's living her decent life, appreciating God for what she has. But when the people we are referring to, all those people that you saw them last 2 years, and now you're seeing them, they are now billionaires. What is going on? Because
Mm.
they went to Big Brother Niger. What is really going on? Is it
Came out
after?
and became celebrities.
Yeah, overnight celebrities, and now you claim you're making more money than those that have been in the industry. And we know what they call experience. With those that have experience, they get paid more. They get to make more money. You understand? And then you that is just coming, you're ready. You don't even have a role. Your role might just be 2 minutes a role, but you're there flaunting what anybody cannot verify where you're getting those source from. And young folks that are also gullible, because if those people that if they are well grounded, they will understand, no, I have to work hard for what I want. God said I should work hard and work smart, and he's going to bless the work of my hand. I'm going to get back to the parents. Let me read what AJ said. Most of the parents didn't go to school and cannot tell how much they earn. That is the truth. They didn't go to school and cannot tell how much. My mother is not a college professor. So I will as well say my mother will ask you, Nne, where are you getting this money from? How much is it that you get paid? My mother will ask those questions. The first time I got a job in the bank, I got that job and I now said, okay, mommy, I got a job now. This is my pay package for the year. Out of excitement, it's a good thing to share. After university, you got a first job, you got a job in the bank. I call this is how much I'll be earning in a year. And this is how much I'll be earning in a month, out of excitement. So if I now come and now say, okay, my first job as a young banker, first year in the bank, I'll buy a Mercedes Benz. But wouldn't my mother ask me a question? Mercedes Benz, as a first banker, as a first entry in the job in the banking industry, your salary is not even close to 500,000 a year. Oh no, it should be more than 500 because a month is about 108 something thousand. Then, so let's say your income is about 1.2 million or 1.5 million a year, and you're coming home with a car of 35 million, 35, 80 million. Won't my mother ask, but you told me a few months ago that your income, your pay package is 1.2 million or 1.5 million. How did you now buy a car of 50 million? Is he on high purchase? Those are the things my mother will ask. Is he on high purchase? Are you doing monthly payments? So that she can understand it. But the thing is that our mothers these days, they don't care how the money is made. They don't
Boss,
care what.
whether educated or not, there is something you come home with, and your parent will ask you, like, something that is bigger than what you're earning. At least if
That is
you're
it.
into business,
That is it.
they should calculate, like, okay, plus or minus, this is how much this person should be making. If you are
Mhm.
curious as a parent, you'll be able to know when your child is spending so much above their means.
Absolutely.
You should be able to know.
Yeah,
But
that's why I
truth
was
is,
trying to
everybody wants
respond
to
to
just celebrate.
JA. I said it here. My mother is not a college professor, but she will ask you those questions. And for people not coming to, okay, mommy, I got a role in the movie. I'm now doing an acting movie, for example. Hey, Nne, that's good. Oh, so I'll be seeing you on TV. Yes, mama. That's the excitement. Is he paying so much? Mama, he pays. Oh, he pays so much money. How much do you think he can? You have conversation with your child. Your child is not a stranger. You ask those questions as a mother. You is your role, your responsibility to know what your child is doing, if that career is a good one for her. But these days, parents don't care because of poverty, because of suffering, because of that poverty mentality. Yes, so okay, case mother. Yes, last year they bought her Mercedes. When is my turn now? Parents are even the ones also pushing their children to go make it happen. Some parents do that, pushing them to go make it happen. The other during this Christmas, let's assume your daughter or your son did not return home for Christmas. They're now calling you on the phone to ask you how Christmas went. You say, and the Christmas was fine, oh, especially for some family. That Christopher came home with a Jeep. The other one came home with a Mercedes Benz. And the other one just did housewarming for their new home. My child, my son, my daughter, what is happening in that city that you are now? Is it that you people are not making money? How can Christopher, that is your age mate? We should be careful what we say to our children. We should find out what our children are into, what they do, the kind of business they do, before we push them to go and put their hands in what is illegal. We should be careful. All this, the latest cover up now is I'm a social media influencer. That's what I do, social media influencer. We know social media influencing can get you good pay, but how much of those influence do you do in a year? Are you every week you're influencing, every month you're influencing, every quarter you are making so much money from influencing? Or is it your own influencing a one-time thing? Is it a one-time thing? Baby said I'm talking that like those Nollywood mothers. Yeah, so they should come and give me a role, oh, so that tomorrow, after acting my Wakapa's mother role, I will call Spice. In the day there now. This is my new Asaba role, eh?
My daughter, are you going to Lagos now? Please, so don't go and start doing all those things these young girls in Lagos are doing.
That's the Wakapa's role. That is the only role they will give me. Then tomorrow I will call Spice on the phone. You know, since I moved to Asaba, Spice, I don't buy a house so under 6 months. Spice will say, Oyoyo, give me the plug. And I say, no, you that is always doing spice it up in the other room. How can I give you plug?
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes, sincerely, laughter is the best medicine to this life. Honestly, laughter is. But in honestly, in a more serious note, these things are real. What we are saying is real. Some parents, they don't care what their children. I remember the experience we had as a young folk when we were in elementary school. We were in elementary school, and some young boys that just finished primary 6, they were supposed to be in just 2 in the university, but they've joined the armed robber gang. You understand? So one of their big boys, one of them, the guy, they caught the guy, and he was firing squad. When we were in elementary school, that was when they did the firing squad. One of them, and it was on the news those days in ABC, Anambra State Broadcasting Service. The boy was like, "What's your last word before they fire?" After the priest had prayed for them, they were already tied on the firing stuff, and people came because it was a public show. People came to watch. He said he wants to talk to his mother. The mother was there crying, so they now brought the mother close. He brought the mother to whisper something into the mother's ear. The guy cut off the mother's ear with his tongue, with his
very
teeth,
good,
bit it off. The woman started
very
bleeding.
good.
The soldiers, they had to rush and then take the woman from the guy. Then the next thing that came out from that, "Mama, you are a very wicked woman." You knew when this thing started. I was bringing things home. You were calling me, "Hey, today, you were dancing when I was bringing those things. You never for one day asked me where I was getting those things from. This happened in our nature. It was on the TV. It was on the news. Some young people that had the guts to go and watch went and watched. Parents were there. Parents with stubborn children, they carried their stubborn children to go for that firing squad. So that when they get home, they already know them. The boy has seen the message. This is how you're going to end if you continue in that path. It happened when I was.
Do parents really even sit down with their children these days to even have heart-to-heart conversation concerning their jobs or their career or life generally? Like, how many parents do call to say, I just called to check up on you, not to ask for money. Like, how are things with you, dear? How is it going? I hope you know that you don't need to mount pressure on yourself. But if you don't have to send to me and your father, please don't worry. We'll manage. Things are hard everywhere. We are praying for you. I am praying for you. For pray for them. Pray for them. Now, whatever they lay their hands to do, any good work will prosper. Encourage them to desist from evil, from crime. Encourage them not to give in to pressure. How many sincerely do this? Check up on their children, not to ask for money.
No, Spice. So once they call you on the phone, the first thing they will tell you that, hey, I go the too much.
I go the too much. And the children, if you keep calling your children to tell them about ago, one day they will just feel let me look for big money and send to them so that this ago will end.
Yeah, that is a
when
fact.
You keep reminding them ago, Papa, Mama, how are you doing? We are fine, only hunger. That is the only thing you sago, only hunger. What do you expect? The more you tell them, ago, these things affect the children. They feel they're not doing enough. They see other children that are building houses for their parents, buying cars for their parents. But you can't send them more than 50,000 per month or 20,000 per month or 100,000 per month. You feel less. You feel you're not doing enough.
Thank you.
You feel you are not doing enough, that you have failed them.
Do you know the impression we have here when you're receiving a call from +234, which is Nigerian code? Once you see +234, money. That is the impression most people overseas have. Once you see +234, the first thing they are going to ask you is, hey, brother, that money sent the other day, it was not enough. The pressure, they don't understand it.
Sometimes children are afraid to even pick that call. People abroad are afraid. They will form busy that they didn't see the call until after maybe some days. They will call back. Because that time you're calling, their heart will skip. And they've not collected any money or they don't have enough. So they avoid the call. So even when it is trouble, they are afraid to pick the call. This is the truth. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Sometimes when I see number from home, my heart begins to beat, goodness, I don't have this money this person want to ask me for, because a number of times that is the only thing I get.
Ask. Yes.
It's as if no matter what you send, it's not enough.
There was a time somebody called me. The first thing said, that I called to know how you're doing. I say, know how we are doing. It was like they gave me gold that day. I say,
You see,
wow, we are doing well. We thank God. So it was like I got a gift for that person calling to know how we're doing. It was like they gave me something so precious, just asking, how are you doing? At the beginning of my life section, I do ask that question, how are you doing? People might not know where I'm coming from. This is where that thing is coming from. Oftentimes, we don't ever receive calls. Are you doing? We are checking on you. No, we don't.
we don't.
We
It's
don't. And
just
that is the truth.
sister or auntie or he get as things bio or the kwanama
Bio.
or the ronama. You are afraid to
Mhm.
even ask for the kwanama. You are afraid to even ask how are you guys doing,
Yeah.
because definitely the answer will not just be fine. It's gonna be fine, but the moment you hear that bet, your heart
Mhm.
skips.
Yeah.
What is it? What again? What happened? You
That
hear
is the
that your
truth.
uncle swallowed cutlass, or your mother's brother, the one your great grandmother's uncle swallowed cutlass.
Mhm.
You keep hearing strange stories, funny stories.
Yeah. And
I know the hunger
that
is
is
in
the
the
reality.
land. Hunger is in the land, we know. But let's be careful also. Parents should also be careful. Sometimes they are the ones indirectly putting this pressure.
On their children.
Comparing. You
Yes.
don't have to compare your child with another person's child. This person,
Yes.
yes, because our parents are on Instagram and Facebook now. So they see
Mhm.
all these things. They see this person buying house, building house, buying cars. Again, while you are sending 20,000 naira, is the 20,000 naira what they are going to use to build house?
That is the truth.
In as
That
much
is
as
the
we are
truth.
encouraging ourselves not to fall under pressure, let's also encourage our parents. Sometimes check up on that child abroad, that's your son abroad, that your girl abroad. Check up and just ask, how are you doing? I know it's not hard for you over there, but in them oh, just do your
Yeah.
best. Remember, don't get yourself worked up. Oh, we are fine, we are coping, we are managing. Oh, anytime you have, you can send. But if you don't have, no problem. We'll be praying for you.
Wham. Sincerely, trending is, this is not a laughing matter. She said, laugh, don't finish her for that play. It's not a laughing matter. This is the truth. Because we might be saying whatever we are saying, influencers doing all sorts, and then coming on social media to show off, because the parents are not helping matters as well. So everybody has a part to play in this role. Everybody, you have to take part of the responsibility that is apportioned to you. Take it. If you're a mother, a father, be a mother and a father. And my brother told me a few months ago that Sydney, I'm working now. The money I'm looking forward to now is money for my retirement. That I don't want to be a father that will rely on this my new generation children, that they will not remember you. That no, that he's going to work so hard, even keep money aside for old people's home, that at some point in his life, if he feels that he's getting so old, he will check himself out so somebody else can start taking care of himself, that he's not relying on the children. Because the children these days are not even, they don't even have that time for our parents. And in this way that we have been, that my generation and the ones older than me, they look after their parents. But these new children we are giving birth to, I don't know how many of them will remember the responsibility that monthly you have to send money to your mother, you have to send money to your father. I don't think they have that mentality. They were not raised that way, because they believe, I did not ask you to bring me to this world. So for that reason, you should not expect so much from me. It's your responsibility to take care of me and make sure you put me in the right path. So the thing is, our parents depend so much on their children for retirement purposes. And that is what is pushing most of these ladies and guys that are now claiming as social media influencers to do more. The comparison that Mr. KK's daughter got married has pushed a lot of girls into getting married to wrong people, because of what? The society, because of what? Pressure from home. It has pushed a lot of young girls to getting married to wrong people. Now the quest is what? Money. this person bought a car, this person built a house. Now, what is going on with you? Is it not the same thing that these people graduated from university the same day? And maybe probably you even got job before this Mr. KK's child. Let's stop pushing our children. Let's stop pushing our children. So for parents listening to us, be mindful what you say to your child. And be kind with your words. Don't compare your child with another person's child, because you don't know what the other person's child is doing. And you don't know how much hard work your child is putting. Maybe it's not his time yet. Just like the sun shines, it will be his time tomorrow, or maybe next tomorrow. But don't let that child get into fraudulent activities or something ill to make that money. Don't. Most people here, I remember one of the stories that was told to me that some folks came here in those days and they got involved with credit card scam and all of that. And went back to Nigeria. They had so much money. They were in their parents' upstairs throwing money down to those that came to say hello to them. They were catching, running and catching dollars. Then another set of young people that went to study overseas came back, the same village. They came back. They did not come with, bags of dollars. They did not spray any money because they were solely doing what? Working in America to pay their tuition. Then some people came, men, no, not young folks. These are people that are supposed to be their father's age mate. Came. This Obodo Ibo Nkuni, is it different? After all, the other person said children, they came and they were spraying money. Now only una go Obodo Ibo, we know everything is hard for. Which kind of stinginess on a day? Then the two brothers were like, what was going on? So people in the community now told them what happened when this other man's children came home. Lo and behold, America will give you time. You just be committing all your crime and you think you're going scot-free. A day will come, FBI will visit you. Eventually, those boys were caught. And they did time in Nigeria, in the US prison. By the time they finished their prison time, which I think some of them got like 8 years, or I can't even remember the terms they got. They served in full. And when they finished, they put them straight to the airport and deported them back to Nigeria. They can never come to the US again. And now they're in Nigeria looking for what? Struggling. So you now ask yourself, which one is better? The quick money, fraudulent money, or working hard to earn a living, decent income? Which one is better? So the society, you also have a portion of this blame. People around the communities, your homeowner, your relatives should stop pushing people to do the extraordinary, because they won't tell you how they are getting those money. When they were throwing that money in that village, they did not tell anybody there that, yeah, we scammed some people. We took people's credit card and wiped it clean, and that's what we did. They will never say that. All you see is the one that glitters. But be rest assured that all that glitters isn't gold. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. The worst part is that they themselves talking don't have money either. Of course, now, if they have money, would they be asking you which money you came back home with? They will not be asking you. You guys have been nothing but
amazing. Yeah. Host, let me just round up before I drop. Okay. Seriously, this is a wake-up call to everyone. What is happening? This guy calling them out is not because he wants to shade them. Like, he hasn't even mentioned him, but like, he just felt it's about time he speaks the truth, and so many others are also coming out to speak the truth, so that the burden, the pressure on young people in the industry will lessen. He's not just saying it to pull down women in the industry, but to also encourage the hardworking ones not to give in to pressures of what they see, because there is more to what they see than meets the eye. So if you're earning an honest living, you're doing your best, you're working hard, please keep pushing. One day, God will butter your own bread. Do not give in to pressure of what you see on Instagram, especially. And for parents, please pray for your children. Don't always call them for money, money, money. Sometimes the pressure from home pushes these people to go do the unthinkable. And you think you are the only one not working so hard. We are hearing the truth now. It's coming out. Bend over, Pampers guys, Agege bread sellers, hookup girls, poo eaters, Yahoo Plus, ritualists. It's crazy. The society is a mess. May God help us. Thank you, everyone. Host, I'll be dropping down soon,
Thank
and
you so
I'll be
much.
going live
Thank
in the
you.
next
Thank you.
in the
Spice
next
is
2 minutes.
live
So
in
when you're
2 minutes.
done,
She's going live in 2 minutes, and I'll be rounding up as well so we can join her on her live stream. Thank you so much for being here, wonderful lady. Thank you so much. I truly
thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much for having me. I really appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for your time here and your support to host. God bless you all. Okay, see you guys shortly.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you so much. So you guys heard from my co-host today. You guys heard all she had to say. She's someone from the industry. She has had her own experience. She has some things to share, which she shared in this live stream. And like indeed is a teaching moment for us. One Nedu is saying on the Instagram, and I want to believe that he's going to continue. This wouldn't be the last time. And I applaud him for speaking up because it's going to help the young folks calling these people role model to understand that all that glitters isn't gold. And for any young person out there listening to our voice or watching this video or that is going to watch this live stream tomorrow, be rest assured that the only person that you can draw inspiration from is number one is God. Apart from God, your parents. Your parents did not kill you when you were still a baby. They made sure they saw you through school. They put food on your table, shelter upon your head. Appreciate those ones that look at them and call them, mama, you are my inspiration. Papa, you are my hero. Look at them in the face and say, you know what, this life is nothing but vanity. But the people I know, I'm going to hold tight to them. That your mother should be appreciated. Call her that a hero. Call her your role model. And likewise, your father. And for those looking onto social media, especially lives on Instagram and TikTok, thinking that that is where life begins and ends, I tell you that is not the beginning, and neither is it going to be an end. More things are gonna come. There is a literature I read as a young scholar in Nigeria. The beautiful ones are not yet born, and indeed the beautiful ones are not yet born. You think you've seen it all, you haven't seen anything. Life is unfolding and it's going to get better. And for you that is working hard and earning your decent income, do not feel the other way because you're not earning in millions. You don't know what those people that are flaunting those millions, you don't know what they do. You don't know the kind of river they swim in to come out with that water, to come out with that money. Don't wish to be like them. Be you and continue to push and tell God, remember me, oh God, remember me, visit me and let my time come. There is time for everything. Under the sun, there is time. Do not look unto others and compare yourself that you're doing poorly. You are not doing poorly. Rather, you're bringing your foot, one foot at a time. Keep at it. Keep doing it and keep asking God to bless the work of your hands. The Bible said he will bless the work of your hands, and so shall it be. And for our mothers and our fathers, you that is there always pressuring your children, comparing them with other people's children, destinies are not the same. We should understand that part. Destinies are not the same. Just like our faces are different, that is the same way our destinies are different. I cannot walk on the same length and the same speed with this person because we are not created the same. God has a time for me, and when is my own time, I will shine. Be there to encourage your children. Don't compare them, don't push them. Be there to pray for them. When things are tough for them, understand and reason with them. And when the going is good, definitely they will know. And you will feel it when the going is good. Stop all this comparison. It brings competition and it pushes people to do to put their hands in ugly things that they wouldn't have done if there were no pressure coming from the society, coming from parents or from peer pressure. Don't be carried away with what you see on social media. Don't. Live your life one day at a time. Work hard to be proud of your income. Because if you really work hard to earn that income, you can beat your chest so hard when you want to enjoy it. And then again, for our influencers that are using the word influencing to confuse their fans and the young people, I have a word for you. Rich people don't make noise. Take it from me. Those bourgeois, they don't make noise. Because you know what? They worked so hard for their money. They do. We have the likes of Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. We have the likes of Elon Musk. We have the likes of Jeff Bezos. We have the likes of Warren Buffett. They don't throw money around. Please understand that. If you feel you have made it, you've arrived, don't use that to intimidate those that are your fans. Rather, find a thing that you will teach them, that will motivate them to be better. All right, having said that, I want to be taking my leave today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being nothing but amazing. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your time. Yummy Kitchen Direct, thank you so much for coming in. We're already rounding up. I've been here for 1 hour, 54 minutes. And I can tell you that this story is a thing that we should lend our voices. A lot of people are misplacing priorities, thinking that social media influencers or people coming on social media should be role models. No. If you want to have a role model, please, your mother should be your role model. I should be a role model to my own children. They should look at how I believe in something and I pursue it, how I work so hard every day to make sure that they go to school, that they eat good food. They should be looking at me and say, Mom, you know what? I want to be like you when I grow up. Let us be that good influence for our children. Let not tell them that Christopher has bought a car and you're yet to buy one. What are you doing? In fact, we should not say such words to our children. Rather, we should tell them, you know what, that person is excelling in studying. I know you're even more brilliant than that person. So we have to figure out what is missing. Encourage them. Find out what is missing and fill in the gap. That is your responsibility as a parent. And not for you to push them to go and commit crime or do commit atrocity because they want to make money to please you. No, mama, no, papa. That shouldn't be your role. Pray for your children that God should bless the work of their hands. All right, guys, I'll be calling it a day today. And don't forget to catch me on Saturday at Oyoyo's World live stream, 9 a.m. Central American time, which will be 10 a.m. New York time. And if you're watching from Africa, that will be 7 p.m. African time. I know. No, not 7 p.m. 9 a.m. should be 5 p.m. African time. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me today. All of you, Professor Lifestyle, thank you for being here. Didi Uncut, I appreciate you. Cora, you are my personal person. Thank you for all your support. Yummy Kitchen Direct, thank you. She wrote something that I want to read before I leave. Yummy Kitchen Direct said, very true, Oyoyo. I have worked with very rich people with generation to generations what? And they don't boast. I'm going to leave this here, and it's going to be the sticker I'm going to leave that will go with this live stream. So please, let's do our best in talking to our young folks for them to redirect their mindset and reevaluate their reasoning. They should not reason based on what they see on social media, because social media is bound to stay. It's not going anywhere. And let's be that positive influence to our generation. Let's contribute our quota, no matter how little it is. Let's contribute for our quota for the betterment of our community and for the betterment of the world at large. With that, I'll be taking my leave today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being awesome and for being amazing. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to catch me on Saturday, 9 a.m. I come early on Saturday when my family are still sleeping. 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Join me, and I'm glad you guys joined me today. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, be well, stay warm, and do your part to better our society. Thank you, guys.